What's going on, everybody? Shane here, and I'm going to show you something I kind of thought was pretty cool. Basically, about 2-3 weeks ago, I purchased this little Chromebook Asus Flip, and I got it from Best Buy for about $250, something like that. And basically, I am enamored with this device. You've got your normal sets of buttons here: volume, power, a little proprietary charging dock, or port rather, a mini HDMI, 2 USBs, micro SD, and headphone jack. All pretty normal. Obviously, it's extremely thin. It's got a brushed aluminum feel. I'm not sure if it's real aluminum or not, but it feels quite premium. But the biggest thing here that really makes me adore this thing is, for one, the touchscreen, but for two, the fact that this is one of the first Chromebooks which can run Android apps. As you can see here, I've got the Google Play Store up and running here, and it does this sort of through the official update channel. It's you don't have to do any sort of trickery to get to this, and what this does is basically turn this from being a $200 device that's just a web browser, essentially, which is what Chromebooks had been for pretty much the entire time they've existed, to now being something that can run, any number of the millions or so Android apps, which, as I was saying, basically makes this thing incredibly useful. I mean, all the apps that I use on my phone to get news, or Instagram, or of course, since I'm folded over, it wanted to rotate, but you can still run these things in a window mode. Pretty much any of these apps, I'll show you sort of through here. Some of the apps I have running, like the Microsoft Word app, opens up and runs just fine. I mean, that gives you a great option there. Google Maps works. I've done a little bit of Don't Starve on here, and it works fine. Emulators work fine. Bluetooth controllers on those are quite nice. I use Mint for our financing. It works great. Dead Trigger ran pretty well for me, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything just works out of the box. Granted, there are a few apps that aren't compatible. Things like Duo didn't work for me. But the vast majority of applications work exactly like you would expect them to. What I'll do here, Spotify is great on this now. One app that did not work correctly for me was Netflix. The videos would not actually play. It would just boot you back to the menu. Of course, that's easily remedied by just using the website. No real issue there. This thing is able to be completely folded over and used like a tablet. The screen will rotate. So, yeah, basically, my opinion on this little guy is extraordinarily high. If you're looking for an extremely small device, in fact, I'll show you just how small it is. This is our recording laptop, and it is absolutely dwarfed by that Lenovo Y700 there. If you're looking for a small, extraordinarily flexible laptop with a great touchscreen, really solid keyboard to type on, you could do a whole lot worse than this thing. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be able to run full Windows apps, but what it can do is run pretty much anything from the Play Store, which makes this thing, in my opinion, just as flexible and useful as a Windows laptop or a Mac laptop a lot of the time. This is my primary computer at this point, even though I've got this guy hanging out in here. I pretty much only use this thing to record on at this point, to do our videos. This is pretty much my primary computer. And I would challenge anyone to sort of question its usefulness at all of $250.